How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the second preseason game for the Atlanta Storm. Facing DC today. I got with me, of course, Marcus Dunhill.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me back again.
Yeah, it was a pleasure having you last time.
It's always fun to see some preseason football.
Yeah, and now we got the official rosters going. You know, we got the new halfback stamina nerf in there. Like, this is going to be a real, how is 2K going to look this season, or at least the SFL? How is the SFL going to look?
That's interesting. It'll be a first look we've gotten to see at some of the new stamina system in action. Very excited.
DC chooses tails. Let's see if it's going to be heads or heads. And it is heads.
You're lucky. I was going to say you guys might need to get a better coin, but I guess you guys got the good coin.
See, in Atlanta, we rig the coin, so it's always heads.
Might as
No matter
well.
what side you look at, it's heads. So it's a W.
I mean, if you got home field advantage, you might as well use it.
Paul T starting the game off. Henry with a decent return up to the 33-yard line.
This is what we saw on Friday from Atlanta. Really good returns, averaging about 31 to 33 yards per return.
Let's see how Atlanta comes out today. Looks like they got Dynasty out there to start it off. BDG in the backfield. Got Kyle Fenimore lined up close on the right side. Handoff up the middle. BDG shrugs off a tackle and gains a nice chunk of 7.
So one of the things we saw Friday out of Atlanta is that they had some good runs, but not enough big runs.
Right, so
that's what I'm hoping they'll improve this week is the bigger breakaway runs.
Yeah, hoping to see a little bit more dynamic runs. Ooh, little toss to the outside. Thrilliums, he breaks a tackle. Nice little chunk of 10 right there.
Could have gotten more if he was able to break a second tackle, but that's a good start. Already 2 plays in, and we've had both running backs carry the ball.
Yeah, that was a sure tackle by Tyler Highfield there, coming up from the safety spot.
Look at the offensive line picking up multiple blocks.
Still sitting in this eye. Got wide receivers split on each side. Dropped it down to Dynasty. Loss of 2 yards.
It's a good try. You know, you want to see if your running backs can get into space and make somebody miss. You lose 2 yards, but now you know you probably just need to focus on some receivers. See if they can make a gain for you.
It's testing the waters out here. Got Mitch split out on the left a little bit. Dynasty drops back. Tosses over the middle. Great catch. They might be gone. Wow. Beautiful connection to Kai Marion there. Coming over from Sioux Falls last season.
That was a great play. It looked like it was between 2 defenders. I want to take a better look at the replay.
Yeah, just picked it right off the top.
Yep, ooh. So right between 2 defenders and then just was able to scoot around and straight to the end zone. That was a great play by Atlanta. Good throw by Dynasty, too. You know, a little to the left or right, and it could have been intercepted by either of those defenders.
It's great to see the hair flip coming out early. Sammy Steele up for the extra point. That's a stark difference between our last preseason where it was a punt and a defense fest. To come out scoring on the first drive like that, it's a good sign for some more interesting football this week, or tonight at least.
It is, but if you remember, Atlanta had a really good drive the first time out too.
I think Was that when we scored 3? I don't remember.
Yeah. I think they scored. I think Atlanta scored 3, but you guys were passing the ball pretty good. And then after the first drive, Atlanta had a pretty hard time moving the ball.
Okay. We'll see what DC comes out. See if they can respond.
The Lions offense will start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
Got Shabazz there with Kevin Say lined up behind him. Nice little handoff. That's their backup there. Sam Harrison getting some work. Picking up a nice little 1 yard. He fought for it though.
Atlanta's definitely got to get a little bit better in this scrimmage on the run stopping because they were letting Logan Lee run a little bit too much on Friday.
Oh. I don't know if he was worried about the pressure on him. Well, Shabazz looked a little, I don't know, like the wide receiver was out of sync a little bit there.
Yep, that looked like a slight miscommunication and maybe a little bit of an early throw due to pressure.
Yep. 3rd and long here. Got Shabazz with a split look on the right. Oh, making it a quads look. Get Nick twice down at the bottom of the screen. Oh, great coverage by Chris Henry to knock that out right at the point of the catch.
That was a good opportunity for DC. Just not able to hold on. It looked like that was Lyric Da Vinci that was targeted. Will force a punt from DC.
Ron Vicliffe to punt. See what we got returning. I think that's a Derek. Never mind.
Was that punter wearing a white shoe and a black shoe?
He might be. He might have like a kicking shoe, you know?
That's interesting.
He's got like a steel toe in the shoe so he can kick it farther, you know?
Another drive for Atlanta to show us if they can get back-to-back touchdowns.
Yeah, starting it off at the 44-yard line, so got a short yardage to gain. Starting it off with a BDG run up the middle. It's a gain of 9. Oh, first down. Home field
Yep, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah.
It's always great when you have the home team measuring the sticks.
Right. You're like, yeah, you got it. The ref was right there. He saw it, you know.
No, that looked like a good play.
Like how it's showing BDG stats, but Thurliums is in, but, you know, we're not going to talk about that. BDG steps back, throws it over the middle. Beautiful pickup by Kai.
Yep. Good snap, good coverage, or good pass blocking, I should say, and a good throw. But Atlanta's really mixing stuff up in the backfield. Like every other play, they're switching out their running back. Makes it difficult for DC to know exactly what you're going to get when you can't game plan for any specific running back because it changes so quickly.
Right. Coming out with another dotted I. Got doubles to the right, running up the left side. Nice little chunk yards of 3.
Making it a little bit closer. It's going to be 2nd and 7. That gives them the option to run again if they would like to try to make it a little bit closer for 3rd down. Otherwise, I wouldn't be surprised to see another throw here.
We're already in field goal range here. Coming out in a heavy set on the left side there. Run it. Oh, he took his lane on the left side. He's still up. Oh, that was a great stuff. But they just filled all the gaps there.
I thought they were going to spot him 1 yard, but they didn't. Still 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I think they're making up for that first down call a couple first downs ago. Like, nah, he didn't get a yard there. Not even close. Got a quads look. BDG in the backfield. Dynasty rolls out. Oh, he goes for a scramble. Picks up 3 yards. Makes it an easier field goal for Steele. We'll take those. Don't be breaking a hammy getting up, though.
You know, I thought he was going to run for it because he scrambled out of the pocket, but then there was a DC defender that was just about to chase him down. And as soon as the DC defender started pursuing him, I knew he was just going to take off and run.
That's one of the things that I do like about this game is if everyone is covered and they're under pressure, they'll tuck the ball and run.
Yep, I've done it several times last season, and one of the games I even picked up a first down doing it.
You're showing in your inner type attack.
Yep. Spent all of last season upgrading speed and agility.
Got a touchback here. DC is going to start their drive at the 20-yard line. See if we can get something moving for them.
Yep. They had a couple good opportunities. One was just an overthrow, and the other one was just the ball was jarred loose.
Yeah.
So I think you're going to see the most production probably from DC through the air.
Got a toss to the right. Bang. Just laid him
Good,
out.
good run stopping by Atlanta. Similar to Friday, where they were doing a good job stopping most of the runs. The issue was the runs they didn't stop were big explosive plays.
I see Chuck Stellar out there. He's on the bottom of your screen there in the backfield. Lead blocking. Nice little pickup two for Sam Harrison.
Yep. Trying to see if you could catch him off guard and rush and get a couple yards up the middle, making a slightly shorter third down. But at 3rd and 8, you would be expecting DC to be throwing the football.
Okay, empty backfield. Shabazz under center. Rolls to his right. Nice throw over the middle. Beautiful catch.
Similar to last drive when they were throwing on 3rd down, and this time they were able to make the catch instead of having the ball jarred out at the last second, which is good. If you're going to be running on 2nd down, you have to be confident throwing the ball on 3rd down.
Was some great blocking by DC's O-line there. Give Shabazz plenty of time in the pocket to make that throw. Single man in the backfield. Shabazz motions over Lyric. Quick drop back. Oh, intercepted.
That is a risk with the quick throws. I want a better look at that because it happens so quickly before I comment on how it happened.
Yeah.
So he just so 50 just happened to be right in the right spot. If he had not been or had not had his eye on the ball, that would have been a quick pass and a quick gain. But unfortunately, it was a mistake to throw the ball so quickly and not notice who was over the middle of the field.
Yeah. I don't even think Shabazz saw him because the play happened so quickly. It was a timing play, right? And so Shabazz went to his normal, rhythm of getting that ball off, and there was a man there who shouldn't have been.
Well, you see that from a lot of teams, like when the Miami Dolphins play, Tua Tagovailoa will be throwing the ball before his wide receivers even make a cut, with the anticipation that if they run their route correctly, they will be where the ball is supposed to be.
Right.
And that's just faith in your receiver.
3rd and inches for Thrilliums. I think he might have picked that up, in my opinion.
Maybe we'll see a challenge. Otherwise, they'll probably come out in a heavy set and try to run it again.
It's 3rd and inches. I don't think it's worth the challenge for him. Save that timeout.
Yeah.
That ball's like right on the line, though. You see the little strip of blue going through. Split backs for Dynasty. You got K at the top of your screen. Quick little run up the middle for BDG.
Only able to pick up a yard, but that's all they needed. There's a really good gap in the offensive line for him to run through, though.
Some great blocking. Let's see here. Got Mitch blocking for BDG in the backfield. He'll swing to the right. Oh, it's not BDG. It's Thrilliums. Breaking one tackle. Carrying a man all the way down for a 9-yard gain.
DC was showing extra rushers, which they actually brought, but it was all at the line. So going to the outside and spinning was able to get him free. I think there was 2 extra rushers at the line of scrimmage.
Right, and that's exactly what you want to do to the blitz. You want to run to the opposite side of the blitz, because they're going to be putting that extra man on that outside. So you have an extra blocker if you're running to that other side.
It's a good thing that wasn't a run. It's a good thing that wasn't a run up the middle.
Right. Heavy set here. BG's thinking about it. Dodges 1 man, dodges 2. Gets pulled over for 6-7 yard gain.
So one of the things BDG is really good at, besides being able to spin, is being able to find open spots or be patient and wait for a play to develop and find an opening eventually.
Yeah, they're looking pretty good here today. Switching Thrilliums and BDG out, they're looking pretty crisp. Another toss to BDG to the strong side. Pick up on like 2 or 3. Some great defense by DC.
Yep. Time for DC to try to hold them to 3. Because even then, it's a 13-point game. You score once, and then it's a one-score game for
Right.
DC. You don't want to make it 17, or you're going to make it a little more difficult, and you need either 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Goal line look from DC here. Oh, heavy run to the outside. Thrilliums dodges 1, lost a 2 there. Almost made something out of nothing.
Yep. As soon as I saw that first break tackle, I thought maybe, but DC
Right.
had really good coverage and really good pursuit.
Yeah, they swarmed that side of the field really quickly.
That's what you need to do this close to the goal line.
Drops back on 3rd down. Throws across the field. One-handed interception by Say.
Pressure was on him, and I think he threw off his back foot across his body to the other side of the field, which is one of the most dangerous things for a quarterback to do. And you probably don't want to be doing that while you're getting rushed.
Wow, what a pick.
Probably would have been better off either throwing it to the right side of the field or throwing it away and kicking a field goal.
DC comes away with it. Showing strong defense in the end zone. That's a good sign.
Yep, that's definitely what they need to get back into this football game.
Oh, no, you're fine. We're having fun here. I'll run to the fullback here. I picks up a half a yard there. They're not going to...
DC,
Go ahead.
I was just going to say DC is kind of struggling to get the running game going so far.
Is that a goal line look?
On the defense?
Yeah, our bear? It looks like goal line. I think that was goal line. Nice little pick up a 2 or 3.
I mean, it works at the goal line. It's just the wrong goal line,
Yeah,
you know?
if DC would have passed out of that. Split backs for synergy here. Oh, he motioned. I've never seen that before. Motioned. Oh, does that say? I can't tell. Oh, he goes for a scramble. Oh. Chris Porter chases him down.
That tells you there's really good coverage downfield and really good blocking by the offensive line that didn't fall apart faster.
Yeah. I was hoping they show more.
Just not quite fast enough to get away from the rush.
Yeah, rolling to his right. Chris Porter read that and was just pushing his lineman all the way back and just made a play.
He probably would have needed to commit to the scramble about a second faster.
Fourth and long. Got Van Cleef out here to punt. I dig this camera angle. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is nice for the punts.
Wow, there's a guy meeting the punt returner right. Like, there was so much time for him to get there. He was just waiting for him.
Good thing you called a fair catch.
Yeah, he was like, I dare you to catch it. I dare you. I am ready.
Well, when you're ready at the 47, you don't want to do anything too crazy. It's good field position for Atlanta.
Indeed. Dynasty comes out. Hands it off to BDG for a 3-4 yard gain. That's some good tackling by DC, though. Like, they're able to tackle everyone with one person. You don't see, like, you know, the halfback going through 8 people, breaking 3 tackles and running through everybody. It's one man can get them. It's good stuff. Dynasty motions out the fullback. Hands it off to Thrilliums up the middle. Nice little draw play, gain of like 6 or 7, 3rd and inches here.
Just not quite. I think it was a gain of like 5.5. I think it was 2nd and 6 maybe, and now it's 3rd and inches. But Atlanta's really committed to the running in this game. You can tell they've had a few big passing plays, but they've really just been focusing on the rushing.
Delayed handoff to BDG. Did he get it?
Ooh, we might see a challenge here.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if he made it.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
If I were DC, I'd probably throw a flag
I
here.
would too. That was very generous.
They're not going to do it. They're going to save it and hope that they need that timeout later. Trust their defense to make a stop.
Another handoff. Thrilliums. Oh, breaks one tackle. He's to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown.
That is a great run for Williams in Atlanta. That's one of the, in hindsight, you probably had wished if you were DC that maybe you would challenge that play. But DC's definitely got to find a way to stop these running backs.
Man, got hung up on his O-lineman there. Just gave him a little bit of time to push everyone towards him, and then he just outran everyone.
It was about a 40-yard run.
Wow.
And that's always nice to have, Dan. So far, he's got 62 yards and 1 touchdown.
Kick is up for Sammy Steele. Only 4 plays there.
Yeah, really efficient. Started at the 47, made it to the 40, and ran 40 yards to the end zone.
They're making good use of that field position.
Unless DC can get some of the running game going, they're probably going to need to win this game through the air to get back into it.
Right, and they've had pretty decent success in there. It's just that short run game where they need it on 3rd down. Having a little bit of struggles with.
Yeah, the Swarm's run stopping has been on point today.
Yeah, Atlanta just audibled their defense. Oh. Big tackle by Shine in the backfield for a loss of 1.
Yeah, Atlanta was ready for him. Shine was waiting in the backfield. It's been a real struggle for DC to run today against Atlanta's defense.
Looks like they're showing blitz. Are they back off? Shine just
good run
Chuck Stellar for that 5-yard carry.
Good run for 5 yards. Now you're going to have to throw it. Unless you think you can pick up another 5 yards on the ground. I'd probably throw it, but maybe DC's smarter than I am.
They're showing blitz again. Oh, he backs off. Throwing off the run. Oh, off his back foot, too.
That was a great play.
Yeah, beautiful.
The rush was on, too.
Yeah, it was off schedule.
We won't be able to see, but he was under pressure. Kirby was wide open.
Yeah,
I mean, not completely wide open, but a safety was waiting back and nobody was covering him.
Split backs for synergy here. Hands it off to the right. Ooh, shot Allen just rocked him.
Yeah, 2nd and 10. DC is really committed to that running game. They're really only throwing if they need to.
Got a dime look here for Atlanta. Single back, motioning over the tight end to the left side. Man coverage. Ooh. I don't know. That might have been pass interference. He was kind of on him real quick.
Oh, that's tough. You don't like to see negative plays like that for DC. They were probably hoping to pick up a couple yards to make it an easier throw. Now you're going to have to kind of pull a rabbit out of a hat on 3rd and 10.
Got 4 wide receivers out there. Tight end on the line. Synergy rolls to his right, throws over the middle. Is that a...
It's going to be short.
I don't know. These refs are kind of... They might need a new prescription, to be honest, because that ball. That's the second time they've had a real sussy
They're
call.
going for it. There's a quarterback out there.
Yeah,
They're going for it.
Yeah. And they go for it in this league. They don't do the timeout cheese.
Nope. If they're out there, they're going to snap it.
Oh, no.
They didn't make it. Unfortunate for DC. It's a good play. You know, when you're that far behind, you need to take some risks to try to get an advantage. Yeah, unfortunately, Atlanta came in unblocked on the right side.
Yeah, Nathan Barnett just was sitting in his zone and was reading the play, and Chuck Steller got a little stuck on his lineman there, and unfortunate.
Yep.
Dynasty drops back. Toss over the middle. Finney just drops it.
That was close to being intercepted too. You know, anytime it hits a player and bounces, it's anybody's football.
Right, especially when it's like on the top of your hands, you just kind of tip it up like a volleyball.
See that all the time.
Yeah.
That'd be another way to change the momentum. Would be getting the ball back in a turnover for DC.
Looks like Atlanta's going back to the run game. BDG spins off one, picks up about 2.
Good tackling from DC was obviously BDG able to finish the first tackle, but it didn't take 2 people to tackle him, which usually it does. So that's good. It forces a 3rd and 8, where you'll probably be seeing a throw out of Atlanta.
Yeah, 3rd and long here. Got trips to the right. Oh, it looks like they're going to motion one over. It's Boo. He's coming to the bottom of your screen. Henry also at the bottom. Thrillium's in the backfield. Dynasty rolls out. Shakes off one. Throws over. Oh, that's going to be pass interference, unfortunately. I know that.
That's unfortunate. DC was so close to getting him in the backfield, too. He ducked under a tackle. And then you got pass interference, which is going to give a first down to Atlanta.
I don't even know if that's pass interference.
Really ran into him.
Looks like Boo just kind of trucked him. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie.
But that was before the ball even showed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the new penalty settings on, so I did not see what those are. So that pass interference calls may be better in actual sims, but that's just a tough call. Motion Boo to the bottom of the screen. Dynasty drops back. Oh, forced to throw. Barely got it off. There's pressure right in his face.
This has kind of been a tough half even for DC.
Their defense is still fighting though.
Yep. DC's still in this game. It's definitely not over.
Oh yeah.
You know, a turnover could change the whole tone of the game.
BG spins off one and gets dragged down by Strongbow again.
Good job by DC forcing a 3rd and 10. At the very least, they can get out of this drive potentially with holding Atlanta to a field goal, which gives them an opportunity to get positive points. You know, Atlanta gets 3, you come back at 7, and it's +4 for DC.
Right. Motioning Boo
Which
at the bottom of your screen. Go ahead.
Wouldn't be the worst way to end the half for DC.
Dynasty drops back. Throws to his left. Finney just drops it again. It was right in his hands.
Yeah, that was
Who's
a lucky
buttering
play
the
for.
ball? Who's eating popcorn? 'Cause technically,
That was a
I'm
lucky
the center,
play.
so you can blame it on me, I guess. Sammy out
Atlanta
there
will go for a field goal.
Yeah. Sammy out there for the 42-yarder. Looks like it's got plenty of leg. Oh, yeah.
I watched that play clock in the background go from 20 to 40, and for some reason I thought that was the score. I'm like, oh, they just scored 40 points or 20 points.
They're playing darts now. So if you hit it in a certain part of the field goal, you get more points, you know?
Yeah, every field goal for the home team is worth 20 points.
Another kneel down for DC. They'll start their drive off here at the 20-yard line. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left to go in this half. We'll see if DC can put something up here. I think they get the ball at half. I don't remember.
Yeah, because Atlanta won the toss, and I think they received.
Scored on the opening drive. That's right. Yeah.
Yep. So DC will get the ball. So if you score here and then get the ball back and score again, it's 14-20, and you're only down 6.
Kevin Say with a beautiful run for 7 yards. Just hopped over the defender and just that burst of speed is, I mean, killer. Well, DC in a heavy set here.
DC's definitely been committing to the run in this game, even down 20 points.
Ooh. Stuffed at the line. Leo Jefferson was there, and then Henry came up, stuffed him.
It is tough to get through this Atlanta defense, though.
DC coming out in a run formation here. Heavy to the left. We got Kevin Say out there. Ooh, Shine just put him down.
Way too much congestion at the line for them to get through. They're probably going to want to take off as much of this 30 seconds as they can before they punt the ball. There's 2 defenders there that time.
You know, they got a great punter. It gives them plenty of time to allow their gunners to get down the field.
Yeah, if that means that Atlanta can't have a chance to return it. Forcing them to take the ball to 32.
Right. That's what you want here. Pin them deep. Force a 3 and out. Get the ball back.
Get an interception. Force BDG to fumble.
Yeah, something. BDG
Any way you can get a turnover.
Yeah, for 8 yards.
Good run by BDG. He's definitely having a better game. So I don't know if he passed 53 yards in the entire game on Friday.
I don't remember. We showed the stats, but it was for... oh, Mitch got in the way for a second there.
Still able to pick up the first down.
Nope. Williams gained those 2 yards. He said, "Excuse me."
Could definitely see them continue to be switching out their running backs.
Yep. They're keeping their halfback fresh, so you can see you can see the stark, like, you know, they're always fresh and ready to go. Like, they have that sprint speed. See, we got BDG on this one. Just picking up 2 yards, but he was quick to it, you know.
Yep.
A tired
It's one of the
halfback would have
things.
stopped. What? Go ahead.
As I say, that's one of the things Atlanta invested heavily in this year is the running back, bringing in Jason Williams and having BDG. You know, Jason could have been a starting running back on any other team, and I'm not saying he's not a starter, but 2 starting quality running backs on one team is really hard to deal with.
Right. It's hard to game plan for both.
Yep, just when you think one person's out, then it's not any easier with the other in.
Right. And with injuries in this game, it's always nice to have a solid backup in case something does happen. So.
Yeah, you never know when your running back's going to get injured in the playoffs.
Wow, look at those tackles. That's how you play
Got Williams in the backfield here. 4 wide receivers split out. Got Henry McGee at the bottom of your screen. Dynasty drops back, throwing into Finney. Pick that one up. Nice little 15-yard gain.
Yeah, that was one of those plays similar to earlier, but when we've had a couple drops, but finally, you know, Atlanta's connect with their receivers, able to get open in between 2 defenders, and a good ball by Dynasty.
Dynasty's balling out here. Got BDG in the backfield. K at the bottom of your screen, tossing it to BDG on the right side. Nice little stop there.
Great pursuit by DC. It looks like that was
Kevin Say Jr.
Kevin Say. Yeah.
quick pass to
Ooh.
Dynasty, or by Dynasty to
There-
Blue Chisholm. Great
There he is
defense.
again.
Yeah, he's making plays everywhere. He's at
Yep.
the top of the screen there. He's making play at the bottom of the screen.
You know what? That's what you need when you're playing from behind. You need your defense to come up and make plays.
Yep. 3rd and long here for Atlanta. Only 2 minutes left in this half. Motioning Henry back up to the top of the screen, splitting the defense out. Dynasty drops back, launches over the middle.
Ooh, didn't get it. Fortunately, Boo wasn't able to come up with it. That's going to bring a pretty difficult choice. I don't think they're in field goal range from where they're standing.
I don't think they are either, but they're going for it.
Looks like they're punting. Oh, they are going for
What
it.
is
I thought
happening?
on 4th and 11, they're going
What
for
is
it.
happening?
That's kind of an aggressive play.
What is happening? Okay, they're going for it. Oh, he can't. Oh. He
dropped
caught
it.
that, though. He dropped it. Beautiful play. I don't know why we went for it, but
I think 4th and 11 is a pretty aggressive play when you're up 20.
right. I've never seen that.
I probably would have punted and just tried to down it at the 1.
Right. Or like
But
go for the
now-
long field goal, maybe? What was that?
But now DC will get the ball at the 41-yard line and they have a chance to score
Yeah,
before
minute
half.
4 seconds.
Dynasty must have had some kind of contract incentive. 4th down conversions in the preseason. Good catch by DC.
That was a great catch. I couldn't see who picked that up, but they got rocked.
Yeah, DC taking their first time out.
Yep, two timeouts left. Ball past their half at the 45 of Atlanta. 4 wide receivers split out, motioning one to the bottom of your screen. Shabazz rolling out to his right, tossing it. Great pickup there. Nick
What's nice about
Twice.
that? What's nice about that rollout is there was no pressure from Atlanta.
Yeah, it looks like Atlanta was trying to play some prevent there. Just
Keeping it
everything-
short.
Yeah, keeping everything in front of them.
Forcing DC to use their timeouts, hoping eventually they'll run out of timeouts and then run out of clock.
Shabazz rolling out to his left this time, getting pressured. Great pass. Oh, how did he step out?
What was even better about that play is not letting himself get tackled in bounds, knowing that they need to save their timeouts.
First and goal here on ball on like the half-yard line.
With your timeout, you have a chance to at least run it once or twice
Right.
if you want to,
Oh,
but
coming
it
back
doesn't
out.
look like that's going to be
No.
the case.
Atlanta at
Maybe
the goal
watch-
line, though.
Maybe watch for a scramble if there's too much pressure.
Shabazz rolling out to his right, got a little bit of time. Ball just flew around. I didn't even see where it went or who it was intended
Yeah.
for.
I thought there was some wide open space at the bottom of the screen if he wanted to run for it.
But instead, the defense comes up big and forced the incompletion.
Way to prevent the big play.
It'll be 2nd down.
Another 4 wide receiver split. Look from DC here, motioning another man to the bottom of the screen. First on a one-on-one on the top. I wonder if they're looking for something. Rolling out to his right. Got a little bit of time. Ooh, tips.
Ooh. This is pretty aggressive from DC at the goal line.
You're
You'd
like
think
on
they'd
the- yeah.
run it once. They still have a timeout.
All right, run the ball here. You're on the half-yard line. Oh, coming
Nope.
out again in the same formation?
I think he just needs to run for it. If he scrambles and runs immediately, last time enough green space to get to the goal line. But if he waits too long, it'll close.
Right. Oh,
That was a good
one-handed
play.
catch. Beautiful catch.
That was
by
the
Josh
time it
Gill.
would not have been good to run because there was a defender from Atlanta on the outside, but that was a great play.
Right, and a spect and run there. Sabathia,
One-handed catch in the back of the end zone. They
Yeah.
were really trying to get that middle of the end zone. They threw to the middle of the end zone 3 times to get the touchdown. I respect the determination to get the points, though.
Now the extra point, and it's good.
They are going to get the ball back after halftime. They just need to make sure that Atlanta does not score within the next 34 seconds.
Yep. Atlanta got 3 timeouts here, I believe. 34 seconds to make something happen.
Buckets this one deep.
I think they might just run it out.
Downs this in the end zone.
You'd think so, but they also went for it on 4th and 11.
That is true. Apparently
So we'll
they're-
see.
Yeah, they're being as aggressive as the Lions head coach, so we'll see.
Panthers were stopped on 4th down last time.
Ball on the 20.
See what happens as they start this drive at
Coming out in the heavy set.
20-yard line. Tomlinson will get the carry
BG
on
spins
first
off one tackler.
Chews up about
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to let that clock roll.
Yep. This is where, when you're DC, you just want to make sure you don't let up any big explosive runs. Just tackle the guy, let the clock go down. Get the opportunity to receive the ball after halftime.
As he drops back, throws across the shoulder.
Risky play. If that was intercepted, DC could have taken their last time out and kicked a field goal.
It was a great play by Why Not to keep that ball in bounds and not go out of bounds.
Yep. Just testing to see if they could break anything before halftime. The answer was no, but they're up 14 points, which is a good place for Atlanta to be, and DC's not too far out of the game.
Nope, just a 2-score game coming into half here.
And DC will get the ball with an opportunity. Sorry, it was a 13-point game. With the opportunity to make it a 1-score game if they're able to score coming out of halftime. See some of the stats. Synergy 7 for 13, 101 yards. Kirby 3 receptions for 42 yards. 31 tackles and an interception for the defense for DC. Not too bad.
Dynasty 5 for 12. Williams 9 for 66 yards. Marion for 2 catches for 72. Man, if you just looked at just the stats, you would think it'd be a pretty even game, right? And then you see the score.
Yep. I think the lack of the rushing yards might be making the difference for DC.
The halftime player was Kay Marion with her 2 catches and for 70-something yards, 36 yards per reception. Some crazy numbers because of her big breakaway catch on that first touchdown. Before we start the second half here, we're going to sub in our backup quarterback. Oh, depth chart. There we go. Put in Chad Moore for our... There we go. Get our backup some reps. Sammy Steele out for the kick here. Short kick. I'm going to bring it out. One spin move, bringing it up to the 26-yard line. Not a bad return.
Nope, that's 6 yards over, not bringing down the zone, so gives them an extra 6. DC comes out and see if they can get some points after halftime, see if they've made any adjustments to the game plan.
All right, I mean, they scored on their last possession, so they definitely figured something out.
Still struggling with the run. Shine was there, though.
Yeah, Shine showing that he hasn't lost a single step being out one season in the run game. He's all over that.
Nope, he's definitely been all over the field in both games. Saw him a lot on Friday's preseason scrimmage as well.
Quick handoff to Chuck here. Pick up a
Good
3, couple.
I think they gave him 4 on that one. Maybe 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This quad receiver look is what DC is really loving. And rolling out of it. Over the middle throw. Oh, great defense there by Chris Henry to deflect that. He almost picked that.
Yeah, that's tough when when you have those long 3rd down plays. It's basically all or nothing because if you don't get it, you're punting.
Ron Bakeleaf for the punt here. Let's see how much time. Because I bet those DBs are already closing it. Yep, look at them.
4.1 seconds and no fair catch that time.
Turner got rocked.
Brings out Atlanta's backup quarterback.
We got Chad Moore coming in.
We saw him after halftime on Friday's scrimmage, and he had a couple good drives, but threw a few interceptions as well.
Yeah, he had the rookie shakes, you know, getting accustomed to a new system. But, you know, having a couple days to prepare and go over film and, you know, feeling a little bit more comfortable instead of trailing in the last game. You know, got a little bit of a lead, so you don't have that pressure to perform. Let's see what you can do.
You also have BDG and Jason Williams running a little bit better today than they did on Friday as well.
Right.
So that takes a little bit of pressure off the quarterback too.
Split back looks for Chad. Quick, delayed handoff to Thrilliums. That had me going for a second.
Just about broke a tackle, but again, good pursuit by DC.
Yeah, that was Cano Forston. He had that play read from the start. And then a copy in DC on the 4 wide receiver look. Oh! Chad throwing it right to Kevin Say.
That's not Kevin Say.
No? Who was that?
Nope. 24, that's Peanut Say.
Oh, Peanut Say. That's wrong side of the
Yep. I remember Kevin Say was 27 from the 2 plays he made before. At least the name was right. That was a great play.
Oh, yeah. Chad threw that a little too high, got away from him, and Say was just in the perfect position to pick that up.
You know, I was about to say something about the pressure being on for him to pick up that first down. It's a good thing I didn't because that did not end well. But just like that, DC's back within a score.
Yep, Atlanta getting the ball back here.
Great motivator for the DC defense.
Oh, yeah. Because now you have the momentum. You're down by 1 score. All you need is 1 stop here, and you can give the ball back to your offense.
Yep, ball on the 20 for Atlanta. See if Moore can have a better drive.
We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line.
Quick handoff to BDG on the right side. Quick pickup of 8 yards.
Good blocking. Fullback picked up a block. Gave BDG, I think, an extra 2 yards. Every yard matters.
Atlanta coming out in a heavy set look. Quick handoff on the right side. Loss of 1. I don't know who made that play, but they came steaming in.
Yep. Looks like that was Ben Bowman. I think what ended up happening was that one of the defensive linemen was picked up by the one of the offensive linemen, which left Bowman unblocked on the defensive line.
That was
Another.
Saeed Gore coming unblocked.
Yep. Those are the kinds of plays you want for a defense. Not going to give you much time if there's no blockers to pick up those players. Gives you about 1 second for the backup quarterback to make a decision, and it's not enough time.
There's that 3 and out I was talking about.
Low snap for the punt. Hang time of 4.2 seconds. DC's got an opportunity to come back and take the lead now.
Yeah, and they're in pretty good field position as well.
Yep, on the 44, the other side of the 50. Sorry, is it their side of the 50? Yeah, it's their side of the 50. My mistake. But it's still a great opportunity for DC to take the lead in the game. All the motivation on their, the momentum is on their side from the great 2 defensive stops.
Quick handoff to Chuck. Pick up a 2.
Yep. Still trying to turn out the running, which hasn't been the best, but, you know, they still have an opportunity to take the lead regardless.
Best steps back, makes a quick throw to his right side. That should have been a first down.
Yep, I'd probably challenge that. That looks like he fell over the line. It was Mason Kirby. They're not going to challenge it, though, which means they're going to be confident they can pick up the first down here on 3rd and inches.
Right, you got Chuck Steller back there. You got Kevin Say. Oh, yeah, there goes Say.
Yep, 5 yards easy.
Like, we don't need to waste the challenge. We'll save that.
Yep, that challenge might be real important later.
Split back to look for Shabazz. Quick handoff up the middle to Chuck. Pick up a 4 yards.
Continuing to turn some time off the clock as well as slowly move up the field. They're just about into field goal range. You know, you think they pick up about 5 or 6 more yards and maybe they kick one.
There's split backs look for Shabazz. Heavy on the left side. Throw over the middle. Beautiful catch.
Right into field goal range, and I think it was over the shoulder of an Atlanta defender. I want a better look at that.
Yeah, that was Lawrence.
That was a nice play. Let's see this.
Wow.
Yeah, right over the head of number 50 for Atlanta. Great play. At the very worst, puts DC in field goal range. Of course, DC's looking for 7.
Quick handoff to Sam Harrison there. Pickup of no yards. It's all right running the clock out.
Yep. It's all right if you continue to run some clock down if you're confident you can take the lead and then your defense can perform.
Right.
You know, you want to dictate the pace of the game and not leave too much clock.
Shotgun. Wow. Drops back a little bit. Throws to his left. Almost picked
Ooh.
off.
That was a risky throw. But look who is there. Shine was waiting again.
Empty backfield for Shabazz here.
Third and 10.
Gonna have to make something happen if he wants some points. Rolling out to his left. Deep throw over the middle. Beautiful catch.
Those rollouts historically have been working pretty well for DC. Mason Kirby again.
Yeah,
Definitely coming in clutch in the second half.
They've been going back to that well.
144 passing yards, so you can definitely tell that the running game isn't quite working for DC, but that passing game is still functioning.
4-step drop for Shabazz, thrown to the outside. Great defense there for Atlanta. I don't know who that was. They came rolling up.
Atlanta had 4 defenders in the area. That would have been a pretty tough ball to catch.
Starting to look a little frustrated down there, too.
Quick pitch play. Loss of about a yard or two.
Gonna bring up 3rd and goal. They'll probably be throwing it again here. Wonder if they'll try to do one of those quick rollout plays and
Right.
chuck it to the.
It's been working for them. They're in the formation, I believe. And then they motion a man over, and then he rolls out.
Just don't know if they're too close to the end zone.
I didn't roll out. Step back though. Great toss.
Kirby again. Probably a good decision not to roll out because usually that's to buy the runners 2 or 3 extra seconds. But when you're at the 6-yard line, you probably don't need to do it.
Right.
DC comebacks and wins it. I think I know who our player of the game's going to be. Mason Kirby's having a fantastic second half.
He's putting on a show. DC going to take the lead here with the extra point.
Atlanta's going to need their backup quarterback to find a way and drive and get some points for their team. It's a great comeback for DC. What, they were down 20-0?
Yeah, I think. Well, they had a touchdown right at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, so they've still scored a number of
Yeah, I think it's 21
a number of
unanswered.
points. Yeah. Great comeback by DC. Going to give us an interesting showdown in the 4th quarter.
Ooh. BDG spins off a 1 tackler, making a nice little chunk of 8.
Gained 8. You know, that's one of those plays where if you break that last tackle, is that other defender going to get there in time, or is he just going to be gone? That he could have been gone on that play.
Single back look for Chad. Steps back, makes a quick throw to the right side of K. Great catch.
That was incredibly lucky. The pressure was on, and I honestly thought he was about to get hit as he threw. Watch the pressure.
Wow.
Just the block was picked up just in time to give him a second to throw. Otherwise, he probably would have been sacked, or being hit when he would have thrown an errant pass, either incomplete or intercepted.
Little run for BDG. They'll pick up a 1.
Another great play by DC. Declan O'Rourke was able to make the play.
DC pushed them. Oh! DC blitzed the line, like filled all the gaps, and just came untouched and just broke up that play before it even happened.
Jason Strongbow making the tackle. The defense of DC has been lights out in the half. They've really made some substantial adjustments since halftime.
Chad drops back. Oh,
almost
over to Finney.
He was going to get hit again. The rush was on. Defense of DC forcing a punt. Going to give it back to the offense of DC.
Well, they were just trying to get some yards out of it, not necessarily the first.
And now they face a 4th down. Sauerbrunn lines up for the punt. Sauerbrunn gets the snap and punts it away. Reed gets it at the 25. Back down at the 28.
Jake Reed got it.
Can't understate how useful the rush of the defensive line is. When you can rush the quarterback and hurry them up to throw, they're way more likely to miss their target.
Right, when they're forced to make that throw and make a decision off schedule or ruin the timing of a wide receiver.
That's when your secondary can really eat on quarterbacks.
Right.
Number 33 loses one on the play, and that brings up second down.
Not able to pick up very many yards. In fact, it was a loss of 1 for DC.
Yeah, Shawn Allen coming in, making that tackle for a loss of 1.
Play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
It's a loss of 1, but the clock's going to keep going.
Yep.
That will bring up second down.
Split backs look for Shabazz. He motions one over to the left side. Main coverage has him following over. Hand off to Chuck. Pick up about 3 yards.
Good play for DC considering Atlanta had an extra rusher on the line, but they were still able to break through and gain 2 yards, which is, it's only 2, but you'd expect with extra rushes at the line to maybe get a loss, but they were still able to get 2 yards.
Right. Atlanta out here in the dime look. Shabazz motioning one over the top screen. Shabazz drops back. Quick throw. Incomplete. Looks like it was headed for Da Vinci.
A little too far. I'm guessing he expected him to be a little bit further downfield by the time he threw it.
1 second left in the third quarter here. Almost a tied game.
Yep, so after this punt, we'll be going to the fourth quarter. Fair catch brings us to the end of the third.
On to the fourth quarter. Get your 4s, 12s, 68s, and 86s up.
It's going to be interesting to see what Atlanta's going to do down 1 starting the fourth.
Chad coming back out.
This drive will start at their 32-yard line. Hilliard goes in motion.
Motioning Finney back up to the top of the screen. Chad tosses it to BDG. Picks up quick 4 yards.
Good run by BDG. I was wondering if the blocking was going to hold up enough to get him to the outside. It didn't end up holding up as long as probably BDG would have hoped. But a good 4-yard gain will allow them to run again if they want to, making it closer for a third.
Another run here. Williams to pick up about a yard.
Didn't get too much on that play, unfortunately. Brings up 3rd and 6, and most likely a passing down for Atlanta.
Coming on the offset eye. Chad steps back, makes a quick throw over the middle. What a great break up there.
Yep, great tackle on DC. Josh Vasquez, that's probably a name you've heard before.
Oh, I know him. I've heard of that name.
Once or twice?
Yeah.
Seen it in a couple different colors?
Yeah, like, I
swear
he's been in, like...
Yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, yellow, green.
I think he was in Denver for a little bit too.
Yeah, he's been all over the place. He's I'm sure he'd love to come into Atlanta and make some big plays.
He's having his Kyle Sloter moment, you know. Split back for Shabazz. Up by 1 point. Atlanta blitzing here.
Ooh.
Only a pickup of 1 for Chuck.
I was wondering if the whole line was about to move on that play.
I love that split backs look today. Oh, looks like they were showing rush for a second. Oh,
Oh,
Shabazz
look at
going
the
to
run.
rush. No. Great tackle. A good pickup, though.
Gain of 4.
Something out of nothing there. I think everyone was covered on that play, and he just tucked it and ran. He didn't even think about it.
3rd and 5 is better than 3rd and 9.
Right. Atlanta out here in the dime look. 5 wide receivers for DC.
Wayne goes in motion.
Shabazz drops back, makes a throw to his left side. Almost picked off by Nathan Barnett.
Unfortunate for DC. You know, the rush was coming, had to make a decision. Probably threw it a little too quickly.
Going to be another punt here. Just a punt battle here in the 4th quarter so far.
Yep, but DC has the slight advantage being up a single point. You know, if it comes to a game of field goals, a field goal by Atlanta, 2-point lead, and a field goal by DC will give them back a lead with 1 point.
Right.
The Panthers haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins
Chad coming back out.
28-yard line.
He drops back, rolls to his left. Oh, he takes
Pressure's
a
on.
run. Gets rocked, but gains 5 yards.
Good 5-yard run by the backup quarterback. If nobody's open, you got to do what you got to do because your other option is just to throw it away.
Tomlinson takes the handoff and
Quick,
only gets back to the line of
quick handoff to BDG, pickup of about half a yard.
Yeah, they're going to give him a yard on that play.
Not a lot of room on that play.
Brings up 3rd and 4, which makes you wonder, run it on 3rd and 4 or pass it on 3rd and 4?
That's tough. And in this formation, they could really go either way.
I'm feeling pass.
Goes in motion.
Yeah, I think that's the way. Let Chad gunsling it a little bit. Yep, he drops back, rolls to his right off his back foot. Tough.
Good tackle.
Yeah, that was
Josh Vasquez good.
Made a great play on that ball.
Yep. I think maybe Boo Chisholm was the intended receiver, but by the time the ball was getting there, Vasquez was ready to hit him.
It was all over him.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning and forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It's definitely been a back and forth game in the 4th quarter for these teams.
The punt. Sauerbrunn gets the snap and punts it away. Reed fields the punt at the 20.
Nice little return.
Stop at the 31.
It's been a while since we got to see a punt return.
Some yards after fielding the solid punt.
We've had a lot of fair catches.
Right.
Punter's doing a good job with the hang time.
Trouble moving the ball recently.
Shabazz coming back out.
On this drive, as they
That
start
split
at the
backs look.
31-yard
2 wide receivers at the top.
Green goes in motion.
Kirby going to the bottom.
Yeah, motion him down.
Number 33.
We'll hand off to Chuck.
Ooh.
Loss of 1 there. Henry coming up from the safety spot, making a great play.
He like pulled himself back inside when I thought the run was going to go outside. He probably would have had better luck keeping it outside, but he got the ball and he turned in, and that was probably a mistake.
5 tackles.
Another quick handoff to Chuck. Picked up the yardage he lost last play. I think he picked up like 2 or 3, but they didn't really give him a lot.
No, Atlanta's really been on top of the running this time. DC has really not been able to make much headway in the running game.
Got 5 wide
But
receivers. Shabazz
they're making-
center. Drops back 4 yards.
Wow.
I don't know where that was
Let-
going.
A little too far. I was gonna say DC's making up for the lack of run through the air and on defense.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Stover lines up to punt after the 3 and out.
Another big punt from DC. And another fair catch.
Muhammad fair catches it
It's
at
going
the
back and forth
31.
here.
You know, if we start a drinking game every time somebody punts, I don't even think we'll make it the last 5 minutes.
No, I would probably be out by like the second or third quarter. Especially on Friday's game, it would have been terrible.
Just shows you how well the defenses are playing.
Mm-hmm. Jed drops back. Oh, almost picked.
Gotta find a way to make those catches. Peanut, say again. Lana's receivers have to figure out a way to get open.
Yeah, they're running out of time. They're going to make something happen here. Only 5 minutes left.
Yep. Do your quarterback some favors and get open.
Jed drops back again. Rolling out to his left a little bit. Quick throw over the middle, incomplete.
Wow, John DeSantis really had an opportunity on that ball way back there after it got hit. He could have had an opportunity to catch it, but I don't think he saw it.
Chad drops back. Nice little toss. Beautiful pickup by Boochism.
Good play when you need it. Brings a new set of downs for Atlanta. Good job for Moore to move the chains as a backup quarterback. Wow, into double coverage. He's been struggling a little bit in the second half, but a good throw to keep this drive moving.
That's what football is all about, making the big plays when you need to, and you can't coach that.
We'll toss the BDG. And DC was all over that.
This is kind of when you decide to start playing the game of the time. You know, how much do you run? How much of the clock do you take down? Are you convinced you're going to get points and take the lead? You know, they might be looking to just take time off the clock here and then give it back to the defense later to win the game.
Mm-hmm. Would it be a bad move? Chad drops back. Quick throw. Great pickup by Marion.
Another first down. New set of downs for Atlanta. The clock will continue to move.
That's what you were talking about. You just need the wide receivers to get a little bit more open for Chad.
Yep, when you're running your backup quarterback, you need to step up as a receiver and make it a little bit easier for your quarterback.
Chad dropping back again, rolling out to his left. Oh, he goes for a run. Slides for a 6-yard gain. Man, Chad's on fire right now.
Yeah, he knows when it's time to run, you know, pack his bags and go. He starts to take off and you wonder how far he's going to make it. I always expect him to get a good 5-6 yards, but man, he's really been on the move.
Atlanta coming out in a heavy set, run BDG up the middle, breaking one tackle. Little first down.
Yeah. Atlanta's really keeping an eye on the clock, and they're really grinding out those yards. I don't think they want to leave any time for DC.
Drop back for Chad again. Over the middle, toss to Finnemore. Deflected up in the air, and I thought almost picked.
Yeah, it's risky when you have those deflections because the last thing Atlanta wants to do is turn the ball over when you're this close to getting points, especially when you're in field goal range.
Second and 10. Jed steps back, reading the defense. Pump fake. Gets tossed. Big sack there.
Yep. Good play by the defense. Just able to shed a block. And Moore didn't have enough time, didn't see him coming. Makes 3rd and 14. And Atlanta's got to be a little bit careful what they do here. Probably want to take some more time off the clock as well.
Right. I would say run the ball here, but no, yeah, we're going to drop back. Rolling out. Oh, fumble.
Fumble.
That's not good. He picks it up. He's running the way. He's running.
I think we're going to see this
Oh,
reviewed as a
no.
forward pass.
Williams may catch him. Oh, no way.
I think we're going to see
Fumble
this reviewed. I think we're going to see this reviewed as a forward pass, but we'll see.
Yeah, that should they should definitely challenge that.
Because I don't think he was hit. Well, yeah, he was hit low while he was throwing the ball. Was his arm moving forward, and will we see a challenge? I would expect a challenge from DC at this point. Look at that man go.
Yeah, you always like to see a big man score.
Will we see a challenge flag from DC?
Yeah,
Yes, we will.
is.
I would sure hope so. Let's see if his arm was moving forward.
Carolina is challenging whether the quarterback's arm was moving forward and it was a forward pass.
This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this
First
one,
challenge of
they
the game
still
here.
have one challenge left.
Let's see what the refs say.
Okay, Dan, what we're
Because it
gonna
looked
look
like
for
his hand was
is
going
whether
forward,
his arm is
like,
moving
but the ball flew backwards, so I don't know how they're gonna call that.
Can we see it in slow motion?
Turn this baby. Definitely a pass.
It's a fantastic return for a fumble, though.
Let's see what the refs say.
After review, the passer's arm was moving forward, incomplete. Carolina will not be charged to timeout.
Ruling on the field
Ruling
is overturned.
Overturned.
Wow.
That was kind of my expectation and why I didn't get too excited. You know, I saw what looked like him trying to attempt a pass. Because the second he was throwing it is when it showed us that it was a fumble.
Right.
So I figured it was probably off an attempted pass.
Sammy's still
But
for the
it-
lead here. Plenty of air. Atlanta goes up by 2. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left.
Fortunate for Atlanta that his arm was moving forward and that it, 3 points for Atlanta instead of 7 points for DC.
He's obviously still very pleased to pull it off.
That's his third field goal of the day, and giving your team 9 points is nothing to sneeze at.
Well, unless those 9 points are covered by
DC's got a good opportunity here to make something happen. They got 3 timeouts.
Signal, and we're ready. Ruffin booms a beauty here. Wayne decides to take it out of the end zone.
Ooh, a little juke move there.
25.
So the good news for DC on how the scoring has progressed in this game is that a field goal will win it if they're able to get one.
good decision, Dan. He got some good yards there.
Need to be careful though, because turning the ball over could end the game for you.
Yep, got to play really smart.
The Lions offense takes the field with time winding down. They'll start at their own 25-yard line.
Single back look. They hand it off to Say.
Right up the middle and
Quick pickup
Good
of 7
gain.
yards. Clock
One
is
of the
rolling.
one of the better runs for DC so far this game.
second down, and they line up
I mean, if you're gonna need your running game to come together, you're gonna need it now. But it's probably about the time where you're gonna start passing it. They're probably just gonna let this go because of the 2-minute warning. It's a free
Right.
timeout.
number 33.
Chuck Steller with the first down. Oh, no, that
There's
was
another
Harrison.
good 6 yards or so, letting it go to the 2-minute warning. You might as well get some runs out of the way while you get a free timeout.
Right.
First and 10. Ball at the Lions' 38-yard line.
2 minutes to see if DC can win this ball game.
First down with a split backfield.
Ball at the Lions' 38-yard line.
There's DC's more aggressive looking offense. Oh, Atlanta's blitzing. Quick run up the middle, though. That's not even
Gonna
what I
gain-
expected.
3 games of 6 or more in a row.
Played smart and used the clock.
You better go a little faster than that, though. You got 1:47 and the clock is going down. They must really be confident in their ability to get a field goal here.
Split back looks. Quick run up the middle of the say. Stopped in the backfield.
Yep, this is probably where you should be going no huddle.
Yeah, minute 30 seconds left. Got to make something happen.
Otherwise, they want to take their time and make sure they have a good third down call because they're going to have to go for it on fourth down regardless.
Hurried up to the line. Faking a blitz. Oh!
Ooh, close.
This is fourth down territory, though. They got to go for it.
Yep.
100%.
Yep, you probably won't have an opportunity to win the ball game. You don't go for it here.
Empty backfield for Synergy. Motion's over Da Vinci. Rolls to his right. This is their money play. Throws on his back foot. Great catch.
They're still not in a huge hurry, though. It looks like Kirby again.
Mason Kirby's been their go-to tonight.
They gotta be careful. Can't use up all their timeouts, and they also can't run out of time. They need about 15 more yards probably to kick a field goal.
Right, 45 seconds. They just need about 15 yards. Quick throw over the middle.
It's gonna get you 4 or 5.
Yep, Lauren Prococo. Need this offense to hurry up, though.
Yep.
30 seconds.
I think
Split back.
they're taking too much time to make their plays and their decisions.
Run say almost a first down.
Okay, now they're going no
17.
huddle. They're probably going to run again. I think they have one time. They're probably going to use.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh, fourth. Do you kick it here?
You have to. No, they're a little too far away. You're going to have to go for it, probably. They're going to kick it, though. No, they're going for it. You're probably going to have to go for it, hoping you can pick up the first down, take your time out as quick as possible, and kick the field goal. I think they're just a little too far away.
Oh, this is where they motion a man out, and he's going to roll out. This is a play that they're comfortable with.
Probably want to pick up at least 5 yards.
Oh, pressure's there. Deflected by Jay Miraculous. Game is over.
Yeah, it looks like Atlanta's going to come away with the win that DC was just not able to pick up. Unfortunately, they were just too far out of field goal range, probably to make a comfortable kick. And if Jay Miraculous had got his hand on that, that would probably have ended maybe in a field goal for DC. Although there was still 6 seconds, so there was enough time for him to get tackled.
That was a nail-biter of a game, though. GG's, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have been great.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. You don't want to be in that situation where you're just too far out of field goal range, and it's fourth down, and you have to make a play just to be able to kick a field goal.
Right. Because there's not a whole lot you can do. Chad coming out for his final. Oh, we're going to call the timeout.
Yeah, and then they'll be able to take the last kneel here.
Yeah.
Yeah, great game by Atlanta and a really good game defensively by DC as well. I think, the hardest struggle that DC faced in this game was getting the running game going. But they were able to make a substantial comeback, score 21 unanswered points before Atlanta was able to get the final field goal.
Right. Great performances by both teams. Looking great for the upcoming season. Glad the rookies could get it, some action, and we could do something for you guys. I'll roll through the stats here so we can.
Fourth down conversion.
Yeah, I can't believe we went for it on fourth down in the second quarter. That was crazy.
Rough completion percentage for all three quarterbacks. Nobody was above 50%. DC just kind of had a tough time on the ground.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But I mean, they came back. They were able to pass their
Yep.
way out of it, though. Synergy came up.
Gotta like what you see from both teams, though.
Yeah. Sweet. Well, GG's everyone. Have a great night.